get in line for the dopest girl show. The essence will be holding us down. Get in line, women running the world. Wednesday 6:30, let's have a good time. Get in line, free your mind. Let the music help you celebrate life. Get sexy. Get in line, keep it real. Get empowered and inspired to feel.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the D. Ustin Show each and every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Or you better get in line. We have a great show on the way. I want to welcome the month of June, my birthday month, my favorite month of the year. And thank God that May is over with, because May was a washout. I understand we're supposed to have rain for, what is it, spring flowers or whatever, but that was the month of April. I don't know. Mother Nature's going a little crazy. But we're in the month of June, and I hope everybody's having a good week so far and looking forward to a beautiful weekend. Real quickly, I was looking at some things about June. And it's National DJ Month, so I want to give a shout out to all my DJ friends and actually DJ Tyrone, who's part of my production crew. Also, Pride Month to all my lovelies. Keep loving each other and keep standing for what you believe in and what you love. Also, adopt a cat, because it's National Adopt a Cat Month, so go get your kitty cat. And also from the men, you know, I always have to speak to you fellas. Please take care of yourself. It's the month of men's health. So that's including mental health, prostate, breast cancer. Yes, men get breast cancer as well. Take care of yourselves. And take care of that emotional baggage that y'all be bringing us, all right? Please take care of that. Anyway, I have two guests, but we're starting with the first guest. Me and him go back, I guess maybe almost 3 years, maybe 2.5. We've interviewed about 3 times. He helps me with all my personal real demo air check stuff, and I love him to death. He's actually one of my favorites, genuinely. He's known as Mr. Everything because he does everything. He's a producer, he's an engineer, he makes beats, he raps. I mean, he's massive for a reason.
Hey.
Yes. He's Latino from the Bronx, and I'm here to bring him to the show so you guys can see the lovely face of Mr. Mike Massive.
Thank you.
Yes.
That intro was everything, though.
Is it?
Yeah, it
Is
really
it?
was.
Yeah.
I felt like I was getting ready to go into the ring, and
I
you know.
love it. I gotta let people know what
I
you're
appreciate
about and
it.
everything that's on your resume.
Thank you.
I love having you here. We've been having so much fun offset.
Oh yeah. It feels like we did the show already, and now we're gonna do the show again. Right?
I know. Now it's like, okay, let's
All
get in
right, let's
position.
get
Let's do
serious.
this. No, but I want you to be as fun as you are. I'm just happy to have you here again and actually know you part of my network.
Right.
You're like my producer
Yeah,
of when it comes
your
to
go-to.
the music stuff.
Yeah,
you
your
know.
go-to.
Yeah. So what's going on?
Nothing much. I mean, just glad to be here with you. You know, setup is looking real nice. So
Thank
congratulations
you.
first and foremost.
That
So,
means something when men say that. Men like my pink.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, there's something soothing. Something T-Mobile about it, but I love it.
Hey,
I
we're
love
not
it.
endorsing them, right?
Oh, sorry, bleep that out.
There's a lot going on with you. I've been, of course, I always look at what you're doing.
Right.
And I've been seeing you working with a new person. That's not new to the industry, but maybe
Right.
new to you and your
Yeah.
circle of things.
Yeah.
So I want to congratulate you for working with Prince Royce.
Thank you. I
Like,
appreciate
it's
that.
a huge deal. When I saw it, I kind of teared up in my heart because I'm like, this is exactly what you need. Like, you need to be on that level, and you are, but it takes time, of course.
Yeah, and
but
it's really all about just work, hard ethic, work,
Yeah.
and just really putting yourself out there, not being afraid to mingle with different people.
No, absolutely not.
Thank God. Like, I went to school with one of my boys who was actually really close with Prince Royce.
Look
so
at that.
My boy DeLeslie, so he was the one that actually pulled me in and said, "Yo,
Prince Royce.
yeah,
Can
yeah."
you
he's
have him
doing-
knock on my door? He don't have to get in line.
Yeah, he don't
can
gotta get
skip
it.
the
He don't gotta
line.
get in line.
No, he can
This is
skip
the only time
line.
he can skip the line.
That's the only time. He
All
has to
right.
give some permission.
You never know. Let's see.
But how is that working out for you? What's going on?
Good. Right now he's in Miami. He just celebrated his birthday.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's doing his thing. The chemistry was real good in the studio. You know, he's not. Sometimes we think of artists and they're not the same person in person, then
Right. Like
yeah,
the
he's
persona
real,
is different.
yeah, super humble, down to
Yeah.
earth. So it was really good working with him. I got to work with him on 2 different occasions.
Yes, I know. I saw that.
They bring me back. He was like, "Yo, I like how you work. Come back."
Oh my god. So am I gonna see your name in credits?
Hopefully, you never know.
What you mean, hopefully?
You have to get in line and wait in line.
Dang. I hope so because I really want to see that. And like I've always told you, you have so much potential. You're so dope.
Oh man.
It's like, oh,
Thank you.
you are massive at what you do. I mean, his crib is hooked up. You feel like you're like in a studio. It is a studio.
Yeah, you got to
but
provide that vibe, that feel. You
the
know.
lights and the logos everywhere and the
Yeah,
sound booths.
exactly.
It's just very
the soundproof,
intimate. Yeah.
everything, and I've actually changed it up too since the last time. So.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh,
You got to
I
keep
wonder
it
why.
interesting.
How's your summer been going? Well, your spring, I should say.
Real busy, just prepping, a lot of recording, a lot of production on the way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've been actually working on Michelle Singh stuff.
Yes, who's your sister,
Yeah.
by the way, just in case
Yeah.
anybody is familiar with the name.
Yeah, I've been working on my new project that's gonna be coming out really soon called
Yeah.
Nocturnal.
Yes, and you
Nah.
have a new single, well, the latest single, Nonstop, right?
Yeah, Nonstop. That's one of them. That was the latest one I put out, and then I have another one called You Know the Vibes.
I love it.
Yeah, there's another one called Don't Mess Around, Don't F Around,
Okay.
and a lot of new stuff, a lot of good things lined up. So we prepping for the summer.
I can't wait because the last album, what was it, The Blackout?
The Black Tape.
The Black Tape, sorry.
Yeah.
That was Jay-Z, right?
Yeah,
The Black Tape was very dope. I was listening to it like every morning on my way to work.
yeah.
And it gave me like different vibes.
Yeah. I was kind of like going through something when I made that album. So
Yeah.
I was like taking advantage of that motion and
Yeah.
really just projecting that onto that project.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about for me, is always bringing like a new vibe.
Yeah.
Every project, every song, bring a new vibe, a new type of Mike Massive, reintroducing
Yeah.
yourself, if you will, for lack of a better word.
And you do your like ad-libs and
yeah,
you change
my
your
own ad-libs,
accent.
everything.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's so
everything.
dope.
Actually, it's funny you say that. On one of the songs on the Black Tape, I was supposed to have an artist on there, a Jamaican artist, and he kept missing like studio sessions.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, you know what?
I'm gonna do this myself.
I'm gonna do it, and nobody knows
Nope.
until I tell them.
Yup. That's how good it
The
was
song
done.
is called 4-4
Yes.
on the album.
Yes.
So a lot of people listen to it until I tell them, yo, that's me doing it. They're like, nah, get out of here.
It's true.
So then I start doing it. They be like, yo,
That's
that's
you.
crazy.
It is you.
That's the name, Mr. Everything. Like, can't wait for everybody to help
It's
you
true.
out. You gotta be a master of all crafts. You gotta have everything down packed, learn a little bit of everything, and just like, because nowadays you can't really count on a lot of people for certain
Everybody's
things. so-
doing their own thing too, and it's true. It's like you wait on people, and you're like, all right, I could have had this done like.
Yeah,
Because
weeks
nobody
ago.
has the urgency that you have.
Yeah, nobody
the
really,
timeline, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly, so.
So tell me a little bit. Tell us about your growing up.
Well,
little bit
I
of
was
it.
born here in the Bronx, New
Whoop,
York. You
whoop,
already
whoop,
know
whoop.
BX in the building.
Yes, always.
Yeah, and like my father migrated from DR,
Mm-hmm.
came over here, became a citizen, bring my mom. So he was always a DJ, even in DR. He was DJing on like records, like these old Bitrola looking things with the horns and stuff.
And he still has the vinyls
And
and
he still has it. Yeah, you seen the
all over the
record
house.
collection is crazy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so he was always playing music for us, like when we was little. Everything was a vibe, and it wasn't just like Spanish music, because people would think like, well, they're Hispanic, so they play merengue
Yeah.
and salsa and stuff. Nah, he was like real in tune with like the whole disco and
I
the
love
old school
that.
hip hop, the Cool Mo D's, LL Cool J, Cool Raski, and like everything, Africa Bambaataa, the whole breakdancing movement. So it's crazy because he instilled that in us growing
Okay.
up. So it's like, here we are grown, and then like somebody will be playing an old school song, and we'll be jamming to it, and people will be like, what you know about that? What you know about
I
that?
know a lot about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's so like goes with like how music is changing from now and what it used to be.
Yeah.
So
We're
that's
not
pretty
getting
much
that back,
it.
right?
Nah, I don't think so.
I think it's past.
Yeah, it's
classics
past. We
for
gotta
a
hold on
reason.
to what we got.
Okay. And that's
Yeah.
one thing about you is that you're very versatile with your style.
Yeah.
Like you literally show like each type of genre in
Yeah,
your music.
I learned to be, because it's like if you're not changing with the music, it's like technology. If you don't adapt to the new technology, you're gonna get left behind. You know what I mean? You don't want to be that person like, what's this? You gotta adapt to everything. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
You can't be like that person that's just like, oh, this new music is like, oh, so repetitive. This is the youth growing up now. This is a new
Right.
generation. You gotta, because when I was doing music back then, starting young, could nobody tell me nothing. Luckily, I had like a few people to be like, all right, look, you gotta fix this. Your wording is here. Good friend of
Okay.
mine, you know?
Yeah.
So then I took that and instilled it. But like, nobody could tell me anything doing music. So you gotta let the youth be them, you know what I mean? Let them be
I agree
fruitful,
with that
so.
to an extent, but then we also need to sometimes, you don't think we need to keep it somewhere so they can learn
Yeah, true.
about.
True, but that goes for the ones who want to learn about it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's people who are like totally closed off
Yeah.
to what music was, but to understand music now and appreciate it, you got to understand what it was and what
Yeah.
it came from. Like even taking it way back to like the Rebel King days in the Bronx when everybody was running around with patches and stuff, and
Yeah.
then the new wave came out with the new music was like a break dance. Then everybody stopped gang banging and just throwing the Adidas and started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It,
So
like evolved.
yeah, you gotta know to really appreciate it now. You gotta understand like where it came from, what it was, and the evolution, if you will, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So I've been witness to him putting together music.
been
And
around.
he will take a car alarm that's annoyingly ringing, that's 3 a.m,
Yeah.
and just somehow incorporate it into his music. And
Yeah.
it's not so annoying anymore. What, and there's other things you've done too. I'm just giving an
Yeah, yeah,
example.
yeah.
But like what plays a part in that? Like how do you, like, what's your thought process? Like, are you sitting down watching TV? Are you
Like
brainstorming?
anything, yeah.
Like, what
Because
do you?
my thing is like even when I'm not doing music or thinking about music, I'm thinking about music.
Yeah.
Somehow subconsciously there's
It's your
something going
life.
on. Yeah, there's something going on. So if I hear, there's something going on in my mind that if I hear like my washing machine, which I sampled, I was like, yo, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Like everything is just musical. And so if I'm not writing music, I'm composing it, I'm producing it. So I'm taking these sounds and I'm like, all right, how could I flip it? And like my thing is just I love people's reaction to hearing it.
Yeah.
I'll do it and I'll be like, ah, it's all right till I play it for a friend. Yeah, I sampled my washing machine, play it. Oh, what the? And it's just like the reaction is priceless and like that's what I live for. You know what I mean? Whether it's writing it, producing it, engineering, that's what I live for. The reaction, like that feedback. I could do something dope, but it won't be dope until somebody else tells me, yo, that's dope.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like I'll be like,
Okay.
all right, sounds pretty okay, but somebody else will come along like, yo, what's this? You sampled your cat? What is this? Oh,
Yeah.
I 808 in a cat meow. Yo, that's crazy. I need this. I
It's
gotta-"
like Timberland.
yeah.
How he would just put sounds together.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that. I actually took his master class
Yeah.
that he put out, and he was just like, yeah, he
Really?
was talking about that it's all about a vibe. It's all about creating a feel and having that feeling. Like,
It's one of the most uniquest producers around to this day.
Yeah, it's crazy because like you never meet these people, but you see them speaking and being themselves,
Yeah.
meek and humble, and you feel like you know them.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah. So definitely one thing that I took from that was that he spoke about creating a feel. You see how you said every time you come to the studio, it's
Yeah.
just like creating a feel, inspiration. You gotta get people in their zone, you know? So
Interesting.
Yeah,
What's your
yeah.
favorite thing to do? Engineer, produce? What do you?
well, I get asked that question a lot. The easiest thing for me to do is to produce.
Okay.
Like for me to really sit down and make a song, like I gotta be in the right mood. I gotta be in a certain mood. Can nobody be in the room? The cat gotta be in the bathroom. They can't be passing by in front of the building playing dembo. Like I gotta be in the zone. So I actually got this one song that I started writing 4 o'clock in the morning, couldn't sleep, was up watching Netflix. And I was just like, yo, I'm not gonna be able to sleep. I was like, I'm feeling inspired. And I just started writing. One line turned into 4 to 8,
Look
one
at
verse hook.
that.
And it just came naturally. Like it's crazy. I didn't even have to like think too much. It just
Right.
came naturally. So
And that's another thing you do. You kind of freestyle off the dome.
yeah.
Like you're not rehearsed at all.
Nah, because the thing is like when you think too much, that's when you mess up. You
Yeah.
ever been walking on a slippery road when it's snowing? You're
And
like,
then you
I don't want to
actually
fall.
slip.
I don't want to fall.
And
I
then
don't
you
want to
fall.
fall. You're already instilling that in your mind that you don't want to fall. You're scared of falling until
Yeah.
you fall. It's like,
Yeah.
boom,
Yeah.
I fell. You just got to go for it. You know what I mean? And that's just one of the things,
So what's going on over here? You're looking a little buff.
I've been going to, doing my thing in the gym. You know what I'm
I
saying? Got myself a
see.
little trainer,
Oh,
JF
yeah?
Felix.
Yeah.
Gotta check him out. _ Jordan Felix. He was one of the few people that was like encouraging me health wise. He was around. Put it this way, he was around for the time that I was working on the black tape.
Okay.
And I was just putting on all this weight. I don't know how.
I
was going to
young
the gym.
weight though.
Nah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
It was young weight though.
Yeah. If you see it and you see like a comparison before and now, you'll be like, yeah. Because it's like, that's all I was doing. I was just in the studio all the time working. I would like lock myself in. But then it's just like later on, I learned that you got to make time for everything. You got to go to the gym. Like you said, it's National, Men's Health?
Yes.
Yeah, that's something I had to do. I had to make sure I was good with meat, because all the diabetes and all the cholesterol, all of that runs in the family. So if you don't take care of that now, thank God everything is under control now.
Yeah.
But if you don't take care of those things now, you prolong it, you procrastinate, it becomes an issue. So what happened was that I had an injury. I tore my Achilles tendon.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. And it was like right at the peak where I was losing weight. I was seeing results. Had to stay in the gym. Yeah, my boy had to come. He was coming to the crib, making sure your boy was good, legit. What you eating? What's that? Watch it. Can't eat past this time. I'm Dominican. I like eating rice and beans and all of that. You know what I'm saying? There's no cutoff time for that.
Big plates too, yeah.
Yeah, he actually, gave me the knowledge, which was, one thing. I'm always grateful for that. Like someone who can teach you something rather than belittling you. Yo, you fat, you doing this and that. Right. There's a difference when they come and be like, look, man, you gotta this and that. This is why this is happening. So you gotta stop that in order to see the results. And And he was encouraging me to get back in the gym. I was in the gym with my boot. Everybody was looking at me like, yo, what is he doing here? He's gonna get hurt. I look like RoboCop. I had the big boot over here, bang, bang. But it's just like I had that motivation. Yeah. He gave me that motivation. So it was like, yo, let's get it. So even till now, like I'm not 100%, but I'm good enough,
It's paid off. Your hug was different.
Oh, yeah?
It was.
I squeezed the air out of you.
Oh.
She was like, hey, Mike.
Basically.
Yeah. All right. I'll
And what's going on with the beard? There's been some reports about this beard, man.
You know what it is? Not everybody can rock the beard.
Not everybody can. You're absolutely right.
Some people's
about
beard
that.
be looking weird.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just like,
I'm
like
tired.
I said, like, nah, the beard. You tired of the beard?
I'm tired of the beard. Even
like,
in the summertime too. Like,
nah, I'll bring it down a little bit for the summertime.
No, yours is good. You look good with it.
I just don't want to like cut it off dramatically and
Why not?
Looking like a butt with the baby face. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, Mike Massive, who? Nah. And this is something that's like really like stuck with me is the beard.
There's always an excuse.
Nah, I just don't.
Bottom line is that it's a man thing, right? Yeah. And it's like,
I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm taking more serious with my beard, so I don't want to.
Seriously.
Yeah. So.
I like to ask men about that because each one has a different, of why they have it.
And plus, I had braids back then.
Yes, you did.
I had the sharp little ninja sword sideburns with the braids. You know what I mean? So. And like I said, with this music thing, you gotta always keep on reintroducing yourself. Otherwise, you stay there and you're boring, and it's just like this guy's like what? How old and he's still rocking braids and trying to look young now.
Oh my God, I know somebody who's like in their 40s already, and I saw them like 20 years ago.
With braids,
they still
right?
have cornrows, and I'm like, your hair is beautiful, I get it, and they're long, but like you're never gonna change your style ever.
Yeah, that's me. That's why I'm always like trying to like do something different.
Yeah.
Even music wise, I'm not trying to put out the same sounds as I was before. You know what I mean? It's all about being different, reintroducing yourself. It's like Pepsi, Of these different flavors. Like, Pepsi Peach. You don't know if it's bad or good, but you want to try it,
you want
right?
to try it,
exactly.
So, I was gonna ask you another. What was the question I was about to ask you? Anything new in your personal life?
Few things here and
there. Are
we
dating?
Few things here and there.
Why can't I get an answer?
You're going to have to stay in line if you want to say I'm going to keep hitting them with that. That's always the curve.
All right, so what do you think?
The newest thing?
What do you think about dating?
Dating? I mean,
in 2019.
I mean, it's all about, I don't know, man. I mean,
you're not ghosting nobody, right?
Nah, absolutely not.
Okay.
But dating, I mean, it's all about keeping it real. I guess that's
keeping it real?
Being upfront, letting the person know off rip. Look, this is my situation. Honest? Yeah, letting the person know off rip. This is my situation. Whether you got a kid, whether you broke up with your ex-wife's cousin, sister, whatever it is, you gotta be like, look, this is what it is. You gotta give people a chance to really choose. Like, all right, do I accept him? Do I give him a chance? Him or her? Because it goes with both.
Of course, we're not being biased here.
You know what I mean? You got to let people know. Are you interested? You can't be, leading people on, and one day you cool and you texting and we good, we chill, and then you just go ghost. Then nah, you got to let people know what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Do you see a lot of men kind of leaning back from females? Like not taking the initiative? Because I know you're younger than me as well.
I mean,
so what's going on in your world?
It's something where it's a defense mechanism, I would say. Because
okay,
right
that's a
now,
new one.
Yeah, because right now, I feel like women could play the game better than men.
Okay.
And it's so oftentimes we hear that, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, the guy did the girl dirty and that he's a dog. But it's just like right now, 2019, there's something going on with y'all women. Or some, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to generalize it, but.
There's something going on.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, so you just got to my thing is you just got to be upfront. Let them know, look, man, I'm missing a toe. I'm letting you know in case you see me with some sandals on, or hey, I rock socks with sandals in case. Don't be weirded out.
I get it.
I got a cat with 3 legs.
And your cat.
But you got to let them know. It's like, these are things
true.
you got to let them know.
No,
you know what
it's
I'm
true.
saying?
It's transparency. And that's the problem, because a lot of people are not real with themselves.
Yeah, you got to establish that strong line of communication and just let them know what's up.
Yeah.
And give them an opportunity to really choose. Because then if you just lie and then they find out later, guess what? You're a liar. And nobody likes a liar.
Exactly. No matter what type of situation it is. Who are we listening to nowadays?
Who we listening to?
Yeah. Who you rocking with?
I'm rocking with a lot, old and new.
All
I'm
right.
still rocking with Joel Ortiz.
Nice.
Rocking with Anderson .Paak, one of my inspirations. I love Anderson .Paak.
Yes. He's going to be at the Garden soon.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we got to pull up. Tell him to get in line. You know what I'm saying? Got to tell him to get in line.
Yeah, he's like the hottest new thing right now.
Yeah, his flow is just like different. I don't know.
Yeah.
I gravitated towards it. Me and my boy was just listening to it. We like, yo. And you hear that It song when you in the gym and it pops up, and then all of a sudden you start doing like more rap. She was like at 8, and now you at 12. You're like, oh,
like
yeah, I like this.
Certain things I like, and then certain things I'm like, he's all right.
Yeah.
But it's still a fresh sound. It's still reminiscent of someone that I've heard before, though.
Yeah, it's like he got a little James Brown type of thing going on there too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I love it. Anything that sounds good. I don't just criticize music. Anything that sounds good and makes me feel something, because like again, going back to that, it's all about the feel. Mm-hmm. That's what I like. There's a couple of artists that I've really. It's just like a lot of artists sound redundant, repetitive.
Their style too.
Back then, it was unheard of for 2 artists to sound alike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now I feel like that sound is just like,
Like everybody stood out, right, for something.
Yeah. Imagine Wu-Tang sound like Jadakiss and Busta Rhymes. Like, it's crazy. But then again, that's just me.
True. No, you're right.
You have artists now that sound
like cool. It
like
sounds
stand
like this
out.
one.
Yeah, that stand out. Like Joyner Lucas,
Yeah.
lyrical animal. He's so dope. So.
And there's a lot of unsigned artists that are like fabulous. Like.
There's a lot of unsigned artists too that really don't get the chance to really like get on those resources, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you know what it is? It's like I was telling my boy recently. It's like not even what you know. You could be the greatest, but it's who you know. It's politics.
It's how well you know them too.
Yeah, it's the connects, so.
So what do you do if you're not so fortunate? What do you do then?
I mean,
any suggestions?
Work your butt off and stay
make your
consistent
own
and
name.
never lose hope, and work with everybody as much as you can.
Yeah, like take something from everyone.
Yeah, exactly. And try to like build a partnership with, whoever it is that you work with. And not limit yourself. See, me, I do the English thing, but I do Spanish when I have to.
You do.
People be like, wait, what you said in there? You said what? Como que la what?
Yeah.
And I do my thing.
Like, you do the merengue, all of that.
Stop it.
And you be getting in. You be going in.
For fun,
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it's the roots.
Yeah, you can't escape that no matter how hard you try, so.
You play any instruments?
Piano, a little bit of drums.
Okay.
And that's it, but mostly piano.
Okay.
Self-taught.
Nice.
Yeah, I was actually inspired to learn more with my friend that I went to high school with, which is actually the dude that I mentioned earlier,
Okay.
De Leslie Lora, the
Yeah.
one that put me on to work with Prince Royce.
Yep.
He's a monster on the keys. So I used to just sit back and watch and observe. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be nice one day. I'm not as nice as him though now, but I'm better. So.
Nice. I like the
Yeah.
way the story is going.
Yeah.
What's your
Those
favorite
are-
thing about summer?
My favorite thing about summer.
Yeah, what are we doing this summer?
Definitely, I would say more shows.
Yeah, I want
There's
to
a
see
lot
you
of-
out there more.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows, a lot of venues that you don't really get to be a part of in the wintertime.
Is it something that you want to do?
Yeah, of
or you
course.
rather be like behind the scenes?
Yeah, of course. Now I want to be
You
in the shows.
do?
Yeah, I want people to see. Like now, before, like a few years ago,
Yeah.
like I told myself, like I didn't have, you know what I'm saying, a lot of material to really put out there. So what I did was I hid myself for 2 years, worked, dropped music, made beats, worked, learned, went to school, and learned everything, the ins and outs. And now I got material to put out. So now every month or every other month, I'm dropping a single.
Nice.
So now I got the material. So boom, now we could do shows.
I love it.
There's nothing sucks more than going to see an artist performing the same song over and over
That's
and over.
anything though. Even comedy shows, you don't want to hear the same routines
Yeah.
over and over again.
Yeah, you end up telling the guys jokes with him, right? He's
Yeah.
like, what do you do there? A light bulb,
Yeah.
a dirt
yeah.
bike, yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you listen to this type of music, but do you listen to freestyle?
of course I listen to Freezer.
What's your-
Maria, greatest girl I ever know. I actually got a neighbor named Maria. Every time I see her, I do this name, Maria.
I'm sure she-
Boom, 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 boom,
I love
boom,
it.
boom. At first, she used to be like dancing. Now she sees me, she's like, hey,
Oh,
Poppy. I'm
God.
like, where you going? She's like, I'm looking for parking. But,
Should I have a drug dealer boyfriend? None of that.
oh, nah. Maria.
So what do you think about the whole freestyle? You know, they're trying to make changes in it. They're trying to get recognition.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to come out with new stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
the fans are stuck in the back in the day. What do you feel about that type of like, I guess genre or business, or where would you like to see it go? Is it
Change
some-
it? I'm not so sure. There's not really much you could do to it. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Okay.
Why change these great songs that gave us like
I
these good
agree.
vibes and that takes you back to that nostalgic place where you was
Yeah.
like in your prime with your hoop earrings and
Yeah.
you know having fun.
Understood.
No reason to change it. I think it's great the way it is.
Okay.
We can make new ones.
Okay.
We could probably reinvent them.
Okay.
You see how Cardi B reinvented the I Like It Like
Yeah.
That song? We could do that. We could sample it and, you know, just re-image it, reintroduce
that.
it. Yeah.
Awesome. Listen, tell our viewers where they can find you.
Hey, what's up? Y'all can find me at MicMassive on Instagram. That's at Mike Massive, aka Mr. Everything.
I love you. And I'm so happy you're here with me. And thank you for my shirt.
Oh yeah, we got this official MEM shirt. You know what I'm saying,
Yay.
for
I
DSM.
can rock it. I can rock it.
Definitely, and represent a little bit.
Yes, love. Thank you
Also,
so much.
we got the hats, we got the merch.
Yes.
So
Yes. Thank you, my love.
thank you for having me.
Of
It's a
course.
pleasure.
Of course. We'll be right back on the DS and Show. Get in line. Beautiful, baby. Yes.
Thank you. You're welcome.
From as far as I can remember, I always wanted to do music. And as I got older, I transitioned from loving music to creating it. Since I was a kid, I was always attracted to different sounds. There was something about the creational process that gave me a rush. From getting an idea for a drum pattern to making a beat, then the writing process, then I recorded and mixed my own tracks to put out into the world. And then I repeat the process. The best advice anyone has ever given me was that you don't have to be great in order to get started. But you have to get started in order to be great. And that resonated with me until this day. My name is Mike Massive. I'm from the Bronx, and music is my life. Stay tuned.
Peace and blessings, king and queens, the King Amadeus, multi-platinum bad boy hitman producer, Trey Songz, music director, tour drummer. I'm here with the queen, the one and only, The Essence Show. If you're not in line, you better get in line. You heard me? King Amadeus, platinum
What's
producer.
going on, peoples? My name is Victor Almanzar, your favorite actor from Power Empire 1155. Yo, y'all need to get in line. The Essence Show.
Hi, I'm Raquel Sharper. I'm here at Get In Line, the D Essence Show, with all the fabulousness. Right down, boogie down.
Hi, I'm Walter Tucker. I am the founder of Live the Biz, which is America's leading music education organization for music executives and artists. I am here on the Essence Show, so make sure y'all get in line.
What's going on? I'm your mother's uncle. Hopefully you get back from the laundromat. I'm over here at the Essence Show. Hashtag GetInLine. Tattoo on the back of your aunt's neck. I'm Destroy once again for all you little kids who didn't finish school.
Yo, this is Chris Rivers dragging us up straight from the Bronx, New York. You know we at the Essence Show, so all y'all better get in line.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ron Morel, Calle Fuego, Carlos, and it's the Essence Show. Get in line.
Hello, I'm Damaris Oliveras, founder of Island Life Kitchen. You can find organic, clean, vegetarian, and vegan options for all of your needs. I create island food in a healthy way. Please follow me, islandlifekitchen.com.
Dímelo, mi gente. This is your girl, La Loca from Radio 1039, holding out middays from 10 to 3. I'm on the D-Essence Show. Hashtag Get in Line, B.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Sue Fearless, and I'm here on the D-Essence Show. We had a great show today, and she just wanted to make sure that I let you guys know to get in line.
Maria, Maria, destroyed my island right before me. Now Trump is adding problems.
Let me get what we use so I can put on my Instagram.
Yep. Mommy got one. Mommy got one.
You got one?
If
But it was stronger than you think. Surrounded with nothing but love, yeah, yeah. Viva mi isla bonita.
Everybody put your hands up for my island one time. Yeah. Listen, I'm from the hood, so I'm expected to fail. Puerto Rican, so to the cops, I'm expected to jail. Was never rich growing up, so not expected to bail. Pops made it tight far, but guess who's next in the trail? Me. Us failing is an oxymoron. Rhyme stick kinda like epoxy moron. Confidence is high, guess I'm a cocky moron. Raining on their parades, man, watch me pour on. Understand that for us it was hard to get away to a life so far. Tough battles and struggles, done left they scars. On an island where me Indios left they hearts. Yeah, we came in the 40s thinking they gon' reject us, but the hardships only help perfect us. Closing the doors in our face don't affect us. Boricuas is here to stay, so accept us. Yeah.
Destroyed my island right before me. Now Trump is adding problems.
You don't make it no better.
Can't even describe how her beauty's gone. Oh, Maria, Maria.
We gon' rise though. Yeah, yeah.
But it was stronger than you think.
You know it.
Surrounded with nothing but love, yeah, yeah.
It's all love, baby.
Viva mi isla bonita.
I'm about to get real political right now. I hope y'all can bear with me. Red, white, and blue with the star in the middle. A little island to the world, but in my heart you're the biggest. No matter how they try to strip us, our culture remains strong. Cause there's a lot of things in history we got our names on. From music to boxing, fashion to politics. It's sad how they treat us. The harder pill to swallow is how in disaster they forgot our island. Causing separation and inciting violence. But they've been hopping on planes and racking up mileage before Maria came and changed how we see our horizon. And if you let them tell it, you'll think I was lying. Since our island ain't for sale, they're trying to steal our environment. I represent Aguadilla and Mayagüez. Got love for Mark Anthony and what he did with Lin-Manuel. Carolina, yo, that's where my abuelita rests her head. I thank God my mom preached it. We prayed that she wasn't dead. At the end of the day, I got nothing to prove. When it's all said and done, we celebrate like Victor Cruz. I'm not just Puerto Rican for the parade. I'm blessed to say that I'm Puerto Rican every day. Yeah.
Destroyed my island right before me. Now Trump is adding problems. Can't even describe how her beauty's gone. Oh, Maria, Maria. But it was stronger than you think. Surrounded with nothing but love, yeah. Viva mi isla bonita.
All right, so welcome back to the Diasa Show. We just finished off with Mike Massive, who is, I don't know, so massive. Get with it, you know, do some research. Get with our independent artists, especially Latinos from the Bronx, Spanish Harlem, Brooklyn, Queens, whatever. And that's why I bring them on the show so you guys can see faces, and then you get interested and you're like, oh, I wonder what he does or how he sounds, and then, you know, then you're like a fan and you're a supporter. Real quickly, I wanted to talk about the Bronx real quick. I came across some trivia about the Bronx. Not trivia, but like some fun facts. And then I'm going to ask my guest about this because he's, I believe, from Spanish Harlem. But we'll get to that in a second. Did you guys know that the Bronx has more parkland than any borough in New York City? It's 25% natural forests. So we have a lot of greenery. And that was something I really didn't know. We also have 3 of the 10 largest parks in New York City: Van Cortlandt, Bronx Park, and Pelham Parkway, which is one of the largest. It's 3 times the size of Manhattan's Central Park. We have beautiful land here. Also, the Bronx Zoo is the largest country's metropolitan zoo with more than 6,000 animals. I don't know where that was when I went because I didn't see nothing. It was opened in 1899, sold by Fordham University for only $1,000. Wow. Check that out. So those are some Bronx facts I'll be hitting you with a couple of times in the show. But I have an amazing talent artist sitting here with me that I know for quite some years. He actually was a regular on Nightline with Jose Rivera that we interviewed here at Bronxnet for the Cancer Society or Association. And we met through a event that the Bronx Borough president was having for Puerto Rico. And I was watching him and listening to him, and I said, I'm not going to touch him because he's always on Jose's show, you know, conflict of interest. But we actually met personally at this event. And I just had already so much respect for him because I already knew that he was a producer, he was a songwriter, he was a creator, he was a rapper or a lyricist, however you want to say it. And he played the piano at a very, very tender age. I think I want to say 3 or 5. Don't kill me. We'll talk about more of that. But like this person right here has lived music since a baby. And he just put out like a promo a promo video that basically had an amazing footage that I was just like, wow. It's amazing how his parents had old school videos, pictures that we don't even have anymore, that we can't even play. And I want to talk to him about that whole process because I don't even have a VCR that I can play an old video cassette on. So I could just imagine how special that process was for you. His parents are still a lovely couple, still together, which I adore because it reminds me of my parents. You're pretty amazing.
Thank you.
You're pretty amazing. You're talented, and you just have the world in your hands. And I can't wait for the world to keep seeing him. I want to introduce him as Kevin Rivera. I know him as BeatBoi, but there's a lot of things going on. There's some changes being made. So welcome to the Essence Show.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Welcome back to a new setting.
It's beautiful. I love it. Congratulations.
Thank
It's a special moment, honestly, because we did the Essence show at
On
Bronx
Nightline.
at Nightline a few times.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
it's like we met, and then I had you on like 3 more times after that.
Yeah,
it's been great.
Yes.
And I wanted you to perform today, but unfortunately we don't have a piano on set.
That's fine. That's fine.
But
I could leave the people with some words at the end.
that would be awesome, and I got to bring you back and have you perform and do your thing. So what's new?
A lot is new. You know, like Mike Massive was saying earlier in the segment, change and growth and, you know, reinventing yourself. A lot of that has been taking place. And, you know, this is kind of how the Fly Tito thing came about.
So is that what we're calling you now?
Yeah, so that's another persona that I go by. It's another artist persona. It's kind of like my dark side, you know? BeatBoi is the light. BeatBoi is the good guy. BeatBoi is, you know, very positive and uplifting and encouraging. And Fly Tito is my ego. You know?
The other side of
the
you.
other side of me that you know, people normally don't see because I'm so good at like holding that stuff back and doing what I have to do.
Is this like a real side of you?
It is, definitely, yeah.
with
Nothing in my music is inauthentic. You know, I always speak from a real place. I always draw from experiences that I've personally experienced, or like I know people who've experienced this, and I've been so close to it that, you know, I can understand it from a different perspective. So Fly Tito is definitely a darker side of me. It's more for the streets. It's more in tune with what's going on in music right now.
Which is what to you?
Which is kind of like, it doesn't matter what you're saying, it matters how it sounds.
Okay.
So that's why like mumble rap is a popular thing, because the beats are really cool and, you know, people are just mumbling these melodies and rhythms over the beat, and they're kind of using their voice as an instrument as opposed to trying to say something with a meaning on that track. And BeatBoi, you know, always wants to have a meaning.
Of course, it's content.
Fly Tito is just like, look at me, like I'm here, like, you know?
What?
So,
How the name came about?
Fly Tito, well, everybody used to call me Kevin Lito growing up, and you know, my grandmother took that and started calling me Tito.
Okay,
you know?
so
like
it's not Fly Tito, it's just Fly Tito?
Yeah, just Fly Tito. I just made it more, you know, modern and,
Okay.
and easy for people to digest. I think a lot of people relate to the character as well. Everybody got a little bit of Fly Tito in them.
Okay.
And, you know, they connect with that for some reason, so.
So explain a little bit about your bringing up.
So growing up, my dad was a producer, my mom was a poet. You know, I was in a very creative household. My brother played congas, and I always wanted to get in the room and learn the keyboard that my dad was playing on and making these cool sounding beats. So one day he let me in, and you know, he started showing me a little bit of what he knew. And
how old were you?
I was like 5 years old.
Oh, okay, I was right.
Yeah, I was like 5 years old.
It was like you were very young.
And he showed me what he knew, and I learned it like quickly. And he was like, wow, like it took me a month to learn that, and like you learned it within minutes, so like maybe you're good at this. So after a while of me showing interest and going into the room by myself and practicing what he taught me, he asked me, do you want to go to school and like really learn how to play piano? And I was like, sure, why not? Like I didn't know what the implications were. Like I didn't know it was gonna take, you know, hours of practice and dedication and studying and all this stuff. I was just like, yeah, sure, I'll learn how to play piano. And
you're learning music.
The education, like the school for music part, lasted from when I was 6 till I was like 18 or 19.
Oh, wow.
Like I was going to the Boys Harbor, and I was just learning music there. And then from 12 to 14, I got accepted to the Juilliard MAP program.
Amazing.
Which, thank you, which I talk about a little bit in my EPK video, which you all can find on beatboi.com, beatboi.com.
And don't get nervous by the minutes. It's very interesting. I loved it.
Yeah?
I loved it. I thought it was well put together. It made me get to know you more and like appreciate you more.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
It's a great idea that you did that.
Yeah, if you sit down and just take in all the information, you know, it'll kind of make the type of artist that I am make more sense to you. Because it's like, I don't limit myself to what I can create or to where I can create. Like, I'm a trained musician, but I'm also an actor and a model. And I've never been trained to do these things, but I understand the art of them, and I'm able to kind of emulate what I've seen before and, you know, recreate what I know looks good. So, yeah.
So what's the process of creating?
For me?
Yeah.
It
looks like there's a lot of thinking with you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Even when I'm doing the Fly Tito stuff, like it's my ego, but I still have a big like amount of control over it, you know, and what gets said and how it's said.
Yeah.
But basically I start with a blank canvas, you know, whether the blank canvas is an empty session where I put music into, or it's a session with just music and no words.
Okay.
And whatever I feel for that song, I believe the words live in the music, and the music lives in the thought and in the feeling.
Definitely.
So, you know, if I'm starting with a blank canvas, I just play anything that I feel, anything that comes to my mind. It's kind of like just throwing paint on a canvas.
Okay.
And after a while, I'm able to spread the paint and move it around and make it make sense. But writing-wise, writing just comes to me, honestly. Like,
do you draw?
I don't draw. I don't. I doodle a lot.
Yeah.
Like when I'm in meetings and yeah, if I'm just talking to somebody, I'm over lunch and I got a pen in my hand, like I'll make shapes and you know, patterns and stuff, but I'm not good at drawing. I always wished I was though.
Interesting, because you look like you would be good at sketching.
Yeah, my dad he's a great artist, like visual artist, so it's kind of like a shame that I don't know how to draw.
Nah, I mean, you can use him for your videos.
Yeah. Oh, he's brilliant. I've used his graffiti in my video. He's a graffiti artist. He goes by the name of Rifsta. Shout out to LOC.
Nice.
You already know.
How was it growing up in
el barrio?
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was cultural.
It still is.
Yeah, it still is,
Right?
but it's changing. The culture is shifting,
Yeah.
you know, and it was just phenomenal. Like learning about like my Latino ancestry, learning about my African ancestry, like living in the mix of it all as this like Anglo-Saxon Spaniard-looking guy.
Yeah.
It was an incredible journey, and you know, only beautiful things I can say about my upbringing in Harlem. Like Harlem created me, it embraced me, it inspires me every day.
Are you still living there now?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
are.
still living in Barrio, absolutely. I don't think I would ever like leave forever. You know, I always have a residency there.
Okay.
But
And you're about to like take a main stage.
Yeah.
You know, for
Yeah.
this huge event that we're having.
yeah, which event is that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know. I read
the-
something. I heard some rumor.
Because there's a couple main
About,
stages.
you
There's
know,
a few rumors floating around.
Yeah, that she was doing like the Daily News at the festival or something.
Yeah.
An anniversary.
Yes, the festival
Yes.
this year, June 8th.
Yes. My weekend.
I hope
on
y'all
my
pop out.
birthday.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll
That's
be
gonna
there. I
that's
usually
gonna
go
be
with
great.
Bat.
Yeah.
And we be at the Daily News, and then we go to La Mega, and you know, we back and forth.
That whole day for me is like
It's crazy over there.
yeah, it's
Prepare
a blur.
yourself.
It's
Have
a
you
blur.
been there?
I've performed the festival the past couple years. Yeah.
really?
Yeah. I'm like a staple in El Barrio. But you know what it is? It's that the time slots and the fact that there's 2 or 3 different
That's what
stages.
it is, and it's a
you know?
long walk. Like
Yeah,
it's like one
10
end
blocks.
to the next.
It's almost
Yeah.
10 blocks.
Yeah.
It's like 6 blocks.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, so what
I've
time are
done
you
the
getting
festival
on?
a couple years. I'm not too sure. They don't give you strict times because they
Yeah.
know that things don't always
Yeah.
go according to plan. So they give you a window, and I haven't gotten the window yet. But I'll be performing at the festival and the gala that precedes the festival. They do like a gala for all like the investors and the producers.
What
of it, and,
gala?
you'll find out about it. We'll know.
I might be at that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if
You'll
that's the
know.
one you're speaking of. All right.
you'll know.
So tell me, what's going on with this spread and splash?
So, shout out to That Splash magazine, because you know this is a magazine
I was gonna
that
try to be on the cover. Of course, not looking like this.
no,
Can
you
show
could
the
do
picture
something.
again?
You could do something.
But yeah, I might just keep that.
No, you don't have to do anything
know,
like this. You
I
have
know.
look with your table with some items that represent kind of who you are, and just
I should do something like that.
Yeah.
Surprise people.
hey,
No, I would
it won't.
never.
Yeah, it can't go wrong.
So talk to me about it. You have a feature in it.
But yes, my boy DJ Drew, Us Motions. He saw me perform as Fly Tito. I was introducing Fly Tito to the world in Brooklyn. And the whole Fly Tito and BeatBoi thing, I keep really separate. I don't promote my Fly Tito music to my BeatBoi page. I don't promote my BeatBoi music to my
so
Fly
this is
Tito
a
page. It's completely
separate
separate. Like
entity.
that's why you probably don't know about Fly Tito until
I've
like
been
now.
seeing the name coming around.
Yeah.
I'm like, are we doing like an AKA or?
Yeah, so I keep that stuff really separate, and I was performing in Brooklyn, or not even. I was performing at the Karma Lounge in Lower Manhattan, and he saw me perform. He saw how I moved the crowd. Nobody there knew me. I just went there with my pops and my manager, Teddy Love.
Love it.
And yeah, everybody, he saw how the crowd reacted to my performance. So he was like, yo, he grabbed the owner of the magazine. He said, yo, you need to put BeatBoi and Fly Tito up in there, whatever. So
Let me see.
they
let
told me to
see.
send them a picture and to
He got autographs
answer some
in there
questions.
from
Yeah,
chicks and stuff. What's going on?
Yeah, I made sure.
Tito's trouble.
It's history. It's all history
That's
right
a nice
here.
picture though.
Thank you, thank you.
You look very different in that one. Like your hair looks darker.
Yeah, that's like Fly Tito landing. You know, he just made his landing. He came from space and he
I
landed
think
on.
you're trouble.
Hey, look, everybody want Fly Tito.
Oh wow.
There's a piece of promotional content
I
that I
like
put out. I got a great deal of inspiration from for this entire project from like old school salsa stuff.
Okay.
Like, you know,
Yeah,
Ruben
they
Blades,
used to-
Ruben
yeah.
Blades got his Tito Navaja.
Uh-huh.
And Willie Colon actually had a album cover that had
Like that. I
Yeah,
was
the
gonna say Hector
Wanted.
Lavoe, but you're right. It was Willie Cologne.
Yeah, it was Willie. So,
Uh-huh.
you know, I was watching a lot of salsa stuff, like documentaries, and just kind of being influenced by that whole, like,
Yeah.
fly.
it was
It's
a
fly
dope
stuff.
time. It
It's fly
was.
stuff.
Even the way they
And
dressed was dope.
Absolutely.
Let me
So-
find out.
Yeah, so I saw the Willie Colon thing and I said, you know what, that's brilliant. I need to reinvent that. I need to make that for Fly Tito. I need to make
Yeah.
it current because nowadays people are so used to things that are shocking
Yeah.
that if you show them something like, hey, I came out in a magazine, like they won't be as excited as if like, yo,
Yeah.
wanted by the FBI.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna stop and look at
Yeah,
that and
it's
read it.
interesting.
And a lot of people did. It was actually a very successful marketing campaign. I went out, I just like stuck it up all over the barrio.
Is this really your fingers?
No, it's not. Everybody asks that question. That's a good
so
question.
cool. I love it.
Thank you. But yeah, it's really good information about me and the project there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want to do things different than people do them.
But
you
I
know?
always felt that you were different, that's what made you who you are, and you can only respect that.
Thank you.
Who are you listening to nowadays?
Oh man, to be honest, I don't listen to a lot of music that's not mine.
I get
Yeah,
it.
it may sound like weird or whatever, but
No,
when
I
I
get
do
it.
listen to music, I listen to like old school stuff. I've always been a fan of Hall & Oates, you know,
Yes.
Queen, Freddie Mercury.
Okay.
His songwriting is phenomenal.
Yeah. Did you see the movie?
Yeah, I did. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. Who else do I really listen to? Joyner Lucas, which Mike mentioned earlier, is
Yeah,
really
it's the
dope.
first time I'm hearing the
He's
name,
really dope.
actually.
Lyrically, he's a monster. I heard of him from some like song that he wrote, like an 8-minute song about a kid getting shot. And then the first verse is from the kid's perspective, and the second verse is from the shooter's perspective.
Oh,
So it's brilliant.
I gotta
And
check that out.
Yeah, check it out. I'll send you the link.
Yeah,
But
that sounds deep.
Kendrick Lamar, of course. You know, I mess with Kendrick, Eminem. Of course, I throw on some Jay-Z, depending on how I'm
course.
feeling. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's all a vibe, you know.
Yeah.
But I mainly listen to my own music. You know,
I like that.
Harlem High, my Fly Tito project, Timeless, my BeatBoi project. A bunch of songs that I did for Puerto Rico. You know, I got
Yes.
Toma Chocolate, I got Maria.
Which was with Jibo, the
Yes,
pro, right?
Jibo the Pro, yes.
Yeah, he's a mutual friend. He's
Brilliant.
amazing.
That's my.
I used to listen to him when I was a kid. I used to go buy his mixtapes
That's
with
power.
Double R.
That's power right there.
It's crazy, right?
It's amazing how he's influenced the culture and.
Yeah, he's actually trying to bring that time back through his graphics and like his parties and stuff.
Yeah, everything is very. I like Jibo because, like myself, it's about a feeling. You know,
Right.
when he creates, he's trying to create a feeling. He's not trying to create a song or a video.
Right.
Yeah, nostalgia.
Yes, exactly.
He's and it's beautiful. He's a brilliant creator. I've worked with him several times in the studio, and it's just like he hosted my first mixtape actually. Like,
Did he?
When I was 15 years old. Yeah.
Nice.
He
He's a
hosted my
real humble
mixtape.
dude.
Very,
he really is all the
very.
time. Anything updated on PR?
Well,
on your end?
On my end, like I was gonna say, I have a new song, a remix that I did to a Pharrell track called Freedom. I don't know if you've heard the song.
Yes, I have.
But yeah, I had to talk about the island because, you know, the hurricane is over, came and went, but now we're dealing with a whole new issue. And we've been dealing with this issue. I can't even say it's a new issue.
Yeah.
The issue has just been uncovered by the hurricane. Of independence, you know, and either
Absolutely.
we become independent and we're our own country that makes our own money and our own decisions for our own people,
Right.
like the rest of the world that's not controlled by like the US or Britain or whatever. And, or we become a state, which is just more levels of control implemented from this government. And yeah, it's a really pressing issue
It is.
on my mind. And a lot of young people, like people my age, don't know about this or probably don't care about it.
Yep.
So, you know, this freedom song is kind of just putting a fire underneath their butt. Like, yo,
I like that.
you know, you can't forget about your roots. You can't forget about your culture.
Definitely.
So,
Definitely. What are we doing for fun? Are we dating?
I can't even answer that question because, and the reason why I say I can't answer it is because dating is kind of like an ambiguous thing. It's become something that, you know, the term is thrown around loosely and it might mean something to one person, but it doesn't mean something to the other
That's
person.
why I asked.
So,
I like to hear everybody's
no, it's a
outlook
good
on
question.
it.
It's a good question.
It's become a thing.
I do
lack.
spend time with female companions. You know,
That's beautiful.
And yeah, I do have a female in my life that I love very much and that I care about very much.
Besides mom.
Besides mom.
Okay.
And but yeah, I'm young and I'm unmarried.
Okay.
So
I guess
you
that's
know,
the answer then.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
And take your time. You don't need to
Yeah,
get
I'm
married
not in a
too
rush.
soon.
I'm
no.
not in a rush,
Marry
like-
your music.
Yeah, and that's what, to be honest, that's what I'm married to. I'm married to my craft. I'm married to my growth. you know, and if I do marry someone, it will have to be someone who is also the same way.
Of course,
married to their craft and to their growth, and
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
can come together and grow together in a beautiful way,
that's
then
the
let's
whole
do it.
point,
But
yes.
yeah, I'm not in a rush to date or to be like exclusive with someone or anything.
Same story over and over.
I'd rather keep it a buck, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm really not in a rush. I have so much more to accomplish, and I feel like that will it wouldn't hinder me because I'll just grow in a different direction.
Yeah.
But I won't grow in the direction that I want to.
Understood, understood. What can we look forward to in Fly Tito?
Oh man,
Or
Fly
Fly
Tito's
Tito.
gonna be doing a lot of shows this summer.
And
Like I
what's
said,
the-
there's been a few rumors going around, and you know, I don't want to get into detail about things because.
Do you want to confirm something?
Well, for a fact, I'm gonna be doing the festival. I'm gonna be on a float in the parade.
Nice.
And I'm flying out to Puerto Rico in June
Beautiful.
or in July. I'm flying out to the island, and
Good.
I'm gonna do something beautiful out there for the people. I'm gonna create a beautiful experience out there
I
for,
love
for the
that.
people.
Can you
on the
document
island.
that?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And what's going on with the single that you're working on with Victor?
Oh, Victor Almanzar, Cacique.
Yes, he was on the show too.
Oh man,
the
Cacique,
girls loved him.
Cacique is a brilliant man. You know, I love
He
working
is.
with him. I love, you know, since he's an actor, he brings that into the music.
Yes.
You know, he's not just writing and like rapping these lyrics. He's performing them with emotion and with, you know, movements.
And he's intense too.
Very intense.
Yeah.
Vic and I have actually been working like every week, kind of deal. Like, yeah, like we get up every week. We build. I produced a few songs. He jumped on them, and then I put like a hook and a verse on it. And then he came to me with some music, and he was like, "Yo, I got an idea for this. Like, I want you to throw something." So we've been kind of working like that.
Good stuff.
I think if my foresight serves me well, we'll be releasing something together, Vic
would
and
love to see that.
You know, like a joint project, like
Yeah.
some yin and yang, or some like, you know, DR and PR, like
I
something,
love it.
like
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
We need this. We
Yeah.
need this.
And he's I'm sorry to cut you
No,
off. He's a
go ahead.
rapper. Like
Yeah.
he raps in Spanish. He's not doing like Spanish trap or
No,
like he's not doing reggaeton.
No, he
he's
raps.
rapping like
yeah, he's hood.
Nas, Jay-Z, like
got the hood
yeah,
in him.
he got the and I love
Yeah,
that.
definitely. All right, so we have a lot to look forward to. I'm excited as usual for you.
Thank you.
Sky is limitless. You got a great team, great
Mm-hmm.
family. I love all of you. I felt like home when I saw you guys. I was like, oh my God, all of you are here. Please let our viewers know where they can find you and if there's anything else you want to promote quickly.
Well, if you want to follow me as Fly Tito and you want to know what the ego is up to, then you go to I am Fly Tito on Instagram.
You spitting for me already?
You like that? At I am Fly Tito. And then if you want to follow me as BeatBoi and, you know, see what the light is doing and how that's affecting people and affecting me and watching my growth, you could go to at The Real BeatBoi. The Real BeatBoi. I look forward to connecting with y'all and, you know, follow your dreams, do what you love, because you can never be wrong at that.
Do you want to do a little snippet like this? It doesn't have to be long.
Yeah, I'll say some stuff. You could cut me off if I go too long.
Don't go too long because we have like
I
probably
said-
a second left.
I done been through the pain, now I need the triumph. Product of my past, you watching me as I climb up. Probably gonna crash, but I'm used to that, it's a problem, because the only day I'll ever really lose is when my time's up. That's it.
Yeah, because then you gotta keep going. I love it. Good stuff.
Thank you so much, I appreciate you.
Yes, I appreciate you too. Thank you guys for tuning in once again, each and every Wednesday at 9 p.m. You do not want to miss it. Stay tuned. We have so much more in store for you. Hope everybody's enjoying their June, and let's wish for some sun. We need to get some sun in our life. Anyway, have a good week. Love you guys. Te quiero. Good night.
Peace.
The essence madly, bright sky.